Hey guys, I'm Pokemon1086 and welcome back to a brand new video. This video in particular is one I'm recording at 3 in the morning on a Saturday. I forgot I had to take my medicine, and so I woke up, ate some food, and took my medicine, because with this medicine I take, it requires me to at least have food in my system. Otherwise, it could cause a stomach ache. Well, at least that's what it is for one of them. But this video in particular is an update video on not only my personal life, but on the channel and what to expect and with what's going on with me now medically. It's been really an odd uploading schedule. And if you hear noises or whatever, that's my dog in the background, because I'm recording in my living room because my girlfriend is in my bedroom sleeping. So I want to say, I think I uploaded this video in November. It was either mid to late November. It was late November or early December. I uploaded this video called I Went to the Hospital. And it was an update video as to why there wasn't any uploads for a couple weeks. And I explained that I had a biopsy done and that I was doing all these tests. I was getting blood work drawn. I was getting CT scans, PET scans. I wanted to kind of give you guys a follow-up, even though it's February, and just kind of giving you guys some info on everything going on with that. And what happened with that is, it's kind of rough to say, but you gotta do what you gotta do. Early December, I was diagnosed with Hodgkin's lymphoma, stage 1. And yes, that is a type of cancer. But is it deadly? If you don't do anything about it, it could be. Potentially. It could, harm your life. But on the bright side of this, which there's really no bright side when it comes to having cancer, is it's stage 1, which is good, because at first my doctor diagnosed me with Hodgkin's lymphoma stage 2. Turns out on their end it's stage 1. So they messed up on their end. I know you're probably you could potentially sue for that, for misdiagnosing you by a stage. I don't know about all that. I don't know much about that kind of stuff, but to me, I didn't trip. I was kind of at first I was kind of I don't know how you would not see that being stage 1 and then you told me stage 2. But they told me that after my second appointment. They said, oh, it's not stage 1, it's stage 2. And I'm like, okay. And then the other thing is the Hodgkin's lymphoma is curable, it's intreatable. So it's one of the most curable and treatable cancers out there. So that's a good thing. And what Hodgkin's lymphoma is sometimes it can cause lymph nodes to swell, and it can also come in the chest area. It could affect your breathing, makes you cough funny, and all sorts of stuff. And mine happened to swell up right here. If you remembered from previous videos from watching back in October through basically January or mid to early January, I had a big old bump on my neck. Well, how I mentioned there, lymph nodes swelled up there, and apparently I didn't know it was as bad as it was that bad. My doctors confirmed and told me it was a lot worse than what I thought and what they thought, and they were really concerned. And besides that, I'm dealing with it now. I already finished 1 cycle of chemotherapy, so that's something. So I'm gonna give myself a little clap for finishing 1 cycle. And I'm currently on my second one as of this recording. I finished 1, because how it is I have chemotherapy every 2 weeks on a Friday. So there's that, and then there's only 2 appointments in 1 cycle. After I finish my second cycle, I have to go and I have to get another, I think it's another PET scan, just to make sure that the chemicals that I'm putting in my body, the chemo and stuff, is killing the cancer cells. And if my results come back extremely good, then I should be done with chemotherapy by April. But they said because it was swelled up as bad as it was, there's a chance to where I'll have to do cycles all the way until June with with a couple weeks of radiation. But the difference with how radiation is now in the chemical field and stuff like that is you don't have to do the whole body. You can just do certain precise spots, which they would probably do like right here on this neck area, and that's not as bad because I could have that's a short amount of time, like under 30 minutes, and then I can go right to work or I can go do whatever I have to do. So a couple questions you guys probably want to know is, are there side effects? Like they say, hair loss, all that stuff. Yes, that is common. But one thing with people who have cancer and go through chemotherapy is everybody's different. So chemotherapy could affect people differently. My first appointment was the worst because it was hard to eat and drink. I can only take a couple sips a day of liquids. To this day, I still can't really even stomach water as much. It's a lot better than what it was after my first appointment, but still, water does not quite sit with me. Do you vomit a lot? Nausea? Nausea, yes. Nausea is definitely there, and I take medication for it. Vomit, I haven't vomited once. Hair loss, there is a potential I could lose my hair. It's kind of shedding right now whenever I pick it, and I've already had like chunks like that big of it come out. So there could be a chance where, I'm gonna have no hair, or it could just be shed, and I could have hair because there are parts of my hair to where I pull and it won't come out. So, I talked to my doctor about it, and she says you're probably just shedding because she had someone who was going through chemotherapy like me, and his hair just shedded. Had the same hair as me, his just shedded, but he didn't lose his hair for real. You can lose hair all over your body, like your eyebrows, your eyelashes, facial hair, body hair down south, leg hair. I think I already said arm hair, or stomach hair, chest hair, back hair, whatever. So yeah, it's weird. And if you hear like creaky noises, I'm sitting on these wooden chairs that are in my living room area because I have a little thing up here to where it's almost like as if you're sitting at a bar. So like that's basically what it is. It's like as if you're sitting at a bar. So sometimes I'll eat here while I watch YouTube, or I would sometimes come out here, edit a video, or I'll play video games out here in my living room. I just hooked up my GameCube and my PlayStation 2, so I've been playing a couple old school GameCube games, and I've been playing Dragon Ball Z Budokai Tenkaichi 3, so that's cool. But sidetracked. Got sidetracked. Back to the chemo points. Chemo stuff. I haven't lost really any facial hair or any of this yet. Loss of appetite, yes. That occurred for about a week after I had my first chemotherapy appointment. And then after that, I've been able to just stomach food. And then my metabolism increased, so I've been able to stomach a lot of food. The one thing that I was told is that sugar feeds cancer, which means sugar necessarily isn't good for you because the cancer cells feed on sugar and they'll want more and more and more. So you're able to consume a lot of things. So if you have like chips, soda, certain juices, certain foods, you could really like build up a metabolism and stomach a lot of stuff. Trust me, I was eating like a whole bag of chips like yay big and stuff like that, and I was drinking juice left and right. I haven't drank soda though in a month, and I'm gonna keep it that way until I'm officially done and I'm cancer free. I'm gonna keep it that way because I don't want to do it. I still eat like chips and candy bars and stuff like that, but then again, I've been eating also quite a bit of keto meals because I'm trying to switch that up. Whenever I'm with my girlfriend and her family, I'll eat a lot of keto meals unless we go out to eat. I have lost a little bit of weight, but I gained it back from the junk food that I've been eating because I was at 326, which I don't mind saying my weight, I don't care. I was at 326, then I went down to 314, then I went down to 300, and now I'm back to 314. And I'm like, okay, it's probably from the junk food that I've been eating because I've been eating kind of unhealthy lately. Once I left the hospital in November, I have switched up some stuff. Like I've been eating a lot more fruit, more vegetables. Taste buds do change because there are certain things I don't eat anymore. Same thing, there's this thing where like you get this weird feeling if you eat like metal products and stuff like that. I've been using like metal forks and stuff. That's not really affected me. But drinking out of cans, because I drink a lot of Arizona tea, and drinking out of those cans kind of leaves like a weird aftertaste. So I usually will pour it in like a red Solo cup or, something like that, and I drink it out of that, which is perfect. Another thing is, it's I will say I'll go back and say that the first week was really bad because I think because it was introduced I was introducing introducing my body to chemicals that kill the cancer cells, as they would call good poison, which it's good poison because it kills the cancer cells, but it's bad because it affects your body and stuff like that. Your white blood cells can go down and all sorts of stuff, and you're more prone to getting sick easily, which is why, depending on where I go, I would probably have to wear a mask. It really just all depends. Like if I could go out in public and go to events and stuff like that and not wear a mask, but if someone is sick, I have to stay away from them, or I would have to wear a mask, because if I get sick, since I am fighting cancer, it affects me more. So say if someone had a cold and I got their cold, that would be like the flu to me, where I would feel god awful, and that's not good, because that could happen. That could push back my chemotherapy appointments, which could cause me to finish everything off later in the summer versus right early in the summer. So I got to be careful with that. The toxins and stuff from chemo leave my body after 48 hours, but still, I have to be careful regardless. I have to be careful regardless of who it is, a family member, my girlfriend. They did say dogs isn't really a big deal, so that's cool. Because I have a Bichon Frise, which means curly lap dog in French. I'll show a little photo of what they look like right here. And I'll show you a photo of my dog too, right here. Her name is Sierra, but we call her Cece, and she will be 9 this year because we got her when she was a puppy and I was 13. So, and she's the first dog I ever had. Other than that, I've had fish. I don't have a particular diet. I can eat and drink whatever I want. If I wanted to, partake in smoking the devil's lettuce, I can. And if I want to drink alcohol and stuff, I can too. But I choose not to do either or because I don't want it to have a bad effect on my body. It's nice to know that I can eat and drink whatever I want. Once that first week was done, I had little moments here and there where I was feeling nauseous, and it was yeah, I kind of just might want to relax today, but I could still stomach food. It wasn't like I was able to not eat or drink jack shit. It's just my stomach was nauseous, and whenever I feel I don't want to go to work or don't want to do anything but just kind of relax and just chill out. So I guess that's the first part of this update video as to what's been going on with me personally and health reasons why. So that's why there's been a lack of uploads, because I've been dealing with all this medical stuff, and then I also been dealing with other things involving this that I have to take care of. And so I'm not in school this semester, although I'm thinking about doing late start, because I got an email from the school saying, hey, you can sign up for late start classes that start in March. But if I don't do that, then it's going to be in the summer. So it'll probably be another year. I probably won't get my associates till 2021, and then I can actually be transferred from community college to actual 4-year college, because I f***ed up and I messed up my progress. I didn't take college really seriously when I first started, and then I've been trying to take it seriously, and then there was a year where I didn't go because of financial reasons, and so that kind of caused me to be behind some of my friends who went to the same community college as me, who graduated in 2014 and in 2015, and they've been able to go and get degrees and stuff, but that really doesn't matter to me, because you'll finish at your own rate and at your own pace, and it's not it's not a competition, it's not a race to see who can get their degrees first and stuff like that. It's no big deal. If school's not for you, then school's not for you. I know I have friends who aren't in school right now, and it's not because they're dumb or whatever, they can't do it. It's just because it's not for them. They'd rather work and get money, which I don't really blame them for, because some jobs don't require a college diploma. And some people are like, oh, you don't really need all, you don't, it's just a piece of paper. It doesn't determine anything. It doesn't mean, oh my God, you're smarter than this average person or this average person. Because I guarantee you there are people out there who are geniuses who chose not to go to school because they're either, they don't, I don't want, they either just are lazy or don't want to apply themselves, or they just don't feel like it. And there are people I know who are smart as hell that sometimes don't apply themselves, and but they could do the work, or just be super easy for them, to where they just will take their little precious time doing it. Or they'll just get it out the way and they'll just be bored. It happens. It really does. But that stuff, like I said, doesn't affect me. It's not whatever. I like school actually a lot. It keeps me busy, keeps me occupied, and I like learning new things each and every day. But for right now, I just really just work and hang out with family and friends on the occasion. It's really all you can do when you're going through chemo, for real. Because I was going to take 4 classes and I dropped it down to 2 and then 1, and then after that 1 class I was like, yeah, you know what, I'm not gonna do it. I shouldn't be trying to do this because it's too much. Well, it sucks, it really does. But I just gotta focus on that finish line, power through it, and I'll be good to go. And that's what I have to think about. And then I get to think about all the things I can do. So if I finish in April, I can go to DreamCon with some friends of mine, because I have friends from work and stuff that want to go to DreamCon to see other like influencers like RDC World 1, King Vader, Long Beach Griffey, Caleb City. I want to see them myself. Certain voice actors are going to be there too from anime series. There are going to be certain events, certain stuff going on. I personally want to go because I've always wanted to go to DreamCon since they first started talking about it. And if I finish in April, there's a chance to where I could go. And then me, my girlfriend, and her family, we're planning a trip to go to the Dominican Republic. I already have my passport and everything, but I can't get the green light on traveling anywhere until I am cancer free and everything is done, which is a bit of a drag because I was originally supposed to go to the Dominican Republic in March during the spring break week and everything, but I can't. And you know what? It's okay. It's all right. I know in the end I'll be able to go. And if I miss DreamCon, then there's always next year. That's why it's okay. And I do plan on going to an anime convention in my state. I do plan on going to that because I've never been to an anime convention and I've always wanted to go. And that's in early May. Anyway, I'm done talking about the medical stuff for right now. Let's get into more of the channel stuff. All right, so here we go. As far as video game reviews, those will probably be delayed, and I definitely do want to give a review on Pokemon Sword and Shield, so that might be released, regardless if I'm done with chemotherapy or not. That one's going to be released because I want to talk about it before the DLCs come out. And then I also want to do a video talking about basically just my initial reaction to the DLCs that Nintendo released back in January. Not released, they made a direct talking about them back in January, where I stand with it. And I know some people are talking about the Pokemon Home thing. I don't really care about that. It's just more of like what I think with the DLCs for Sword and Shield, because as far as I know, there are 2 separate ones, one on this game, one on that, and but I think there's like 2 DLCs for each, I think. But we'll talk about that later in a separate video. I might actually do it next month because around the spring era is where I like binge play Pokemon, and I've always been like that since I was like in middle school and high school. For some reason, like spring break was like always that week, or March was just always that month of just binge playing Pokemon. And right now, with Pokemon, I finished Sword and Shield already. Like I finished that back in December, and it didn't even take me a month to beat it. I'm kind of doing the battle towers, kind of trying to train new teams, and then I'm also because I want to have a new team for when I start the DLC. I'm also going back and playing Let's Go Eevee because I own Let's Go Pikachu. don't own Let's Go Eevee. I'm playing it through work. Gaming videos are still gonna kind of be delayed only because I want to get a new PC built. I want to get something good. That way I can really work on my craft, and I don't want to start up anything until I get everything caught up. And I know I have an Elgato, so I can still do that, but I'd rather do some PC gaming because I think it'd be really fun. And I'll probably still do, like console gaming too. There's so many games I want to play for the channel, and so I'm just gonna kind of get that going. I want to try and do new segments. And with me saying new segments, it's kind of like bringing new stuff onto the channel, like a weekly news thing where either I host it, I have a friend host it. It's whatever, I could even bring guests on, or I could have co-hosts where we talk about new stuff in the gaming news and everything, and that could be either a weekly or bi-weekly thing. I kind of want to do that. I would like to it's funny, I would like to do a video talking about like games that I played as a kid. There's so many different video ideas I want to do. I have stuff on my computer, like a list of stuff, and I would also at some point like to bring my girlfriend on the channel. Same thing on my Afrobeat channel, because I know she likes anime, and just kind of have her talk about her experiences with gaming, because she does play video games like me. Because she plays Kingdom Hearts, Crash Bandicoot, Uncharted. She even plays Ratchet and Clank, The Sims. She's really hooked on The Sims, but she's playing The Sims 4 right now on PC. So she does all mods and all sorts of stuff. Those are just some of the games that she plays. She really wants to try and get into Pokemon. I know that she also plays like Mario games too, like old school and new stuff. So if she's comfortable being on the channel. I'm not too sure if she is or not. We'll see. But yeah, that's pretty much it. That's everything that I basically have going on for at least this channel. And yeah, now the 2 videos I talked about being released after this update video, because I know I made a video before this where I showed off my Xbox One games, which isn't much. It's only 5, and then I have a bunch of digital download. One of the videos I will say, and I'll do a little thing in the beginning of it before it hops right into it, just stating what I'm about to tell you guys. That video, one of the videos that's being released, it was pre-recorded back in September, and it's just been sitting on my MacBook for like the longest time, and I'm kind of like, well, I kind of want to release it, because it's me, essentially. I don't care, I'm about to spoil it. It's just me talking about GameCube games that I grew up playing that still happen to be some of my favorites, and I want to give a take on that, because I've really been getting back into the GameCube craze. The Nintendo GameCube is actually like really hitting the market right now, even though it had terrible sales and it wasn't Nintendo's best-selling console, but the GameCube still is like a legacy. It had a huge impact on some of the games that we played, like Melee, Super Mario Sunshine, Luigi's Mansion, a couple of the Mario Party games, Resident Evil 4, Killer 7, Kirby's Air Ride, Metroid Prime. Like we had quite a bit. Pokemon XD Galley of Darkness, Coliseum. There's literally a bunch of games that I could like literally sit there and talk about for hours that impacted gaming for certain franchises and the Nintendo GameCube itself. And right now, collecting GameCube games is hot in the market. Like if you go on YouTube, you'll see certain YouTubers collecting games for it. Like, for an example, I got the idea of doing it from Spawnwave, who I've been watching for a year now, and I'm like a big fan of his. And I thought that was kind of a cool thing, because it's like, throughout the years, I will get a couple GameCube games and stuff like that for my collection that I want to build. I've been doing the same thing for my PlayStation 2, just going back, getting a couple games that I've played or that I've always wanted to play. And you saw the couple videos on my channel where I talked about, I got Beautiful Joe, Mario Power Tennis. I've never played those 2. Resident Evil 4, I played that. And then Teen Titans, the video game, which I've never played either. And then there's still more games that I want to go out there and get. that I don't have. Like, I really want Killer 7, Mario Sunshine. How I want to do it is I want to get at least one game from each kind of platform. So, like, one game from Amazon, one game from GameCube, one game from Amazon, one game from GameStop, and then one from eBay. Because all 4 of the GameCube games I recently got have been from eBay, and they've been in pretty good condition. And I've gotten, except for Teen Titans, I didn't get the manual for Teen Titans. Oh no, I think I did get a manual of Teen Titans. I take that back. I think it'd be cool to kind of just do that, and maybe even start a series where I build on my PlayStation 2 collection, because there's a couple of games I want to get for that. Like, I want to get the rest of the Sly Cooper games. I want to get, well, no, I probably wouldn't get the Kingdom Hearts games because of the story so far on the PlayStation Act, because it has them all, so that'd be kind of a waste, but we'll see. Maybe I won't do the PlayStation 2 thing. Maybe I'll just stick with the GameCube, because right now it's hot in the market, and everybody and their mom is trying to either buy GameCube or buy GameCube games. Yeah, basically everything I just talked about in this little part here, that's stuff that's going to be either coming to the channel soon or later on in the year. So be on the lookout for those, and I kind of just want to do some different variety stuff for the channel that I think you guys might like or you might not. I'll let you guys tell me what you think of them. But alrighty guys, don't forget to subscribe. Thank you for watching. Actually, let me say thank you for watching. Thank you for those who have just recently subscribed, because I'm getting close. I believe right now I'm at 488 subscribers, and I know to some people that's not a lot, compared to other people who do gaming stuff. It's not a lot. I'm still considered a small content creator for on this channel for Pokemon1086, but I've been going back and forth on YouTube and stuff since I was like in middle school. Like, this is like a big deal for me. We're getting closer to 500 subscribers, which will mean the halfway mark to 1,000 subscribers. Like, that's a big deal to me. That really is. And it's so cool because throughout some of this, I have worked like religiously trying to make content, trying to do stuff with friends. Hell, I even got picked on for doing YouTube in like high school and stuff like that. People used to laugh at my videos and stuff. Especially when I put that one thing on, I put something on Facebook, I remember, where I talked about my 100th upload special, which was just a random battle from Budokai Tenkaichi 3. And it was, first off, audio and the quality of the video versus like audio, display, everything looked terrible. But you gotta understand, I was working with what I got. I was using a cell phone to record stuff. That video ended up getting like in the thousands. And I put it on Facebook because it's like, that was like a big deal. I was like, wow, this video is like 1,000+ views. Like, and I was just saying, hey, this is a video from back in the day. You guys, not back in the day, this is a video that's been getting really good views. You guys should check it out. And then I got made fun of it because I was like, oh, you do this, and that. You play Pokemon on the channel. You do blah, blah, blah. And it's just kind of like, well, I don't see you doing it. And then if you don't like it, then don't watch it. And then I also remember one day at lunch, I know this video is getting long, but I remember one day at lunch I was sitting with friends, and these guys came up to me. And what's funny is the guy that started it shouldn't have been talking because, one, he collected Yu-Gi-Oh cards and he did Yu-Gi-Oh tournaments and he played Pokemon himself and he watched anime and stuff like that. And after this incident, we were real cool because he started coming to video game club and stuff when I was president. And I'm not saying this to talk on the dude. I'm not saying this because I don't like him or any of that. I do. I with this dude. He's actually really cool. And I actually kind of consider him an acquaintance or a friend even, And he was cool, he messed with stuff that I liked. I'm not going to judge somebody because of that. I'm not going to say nothing to offend somebody. But I just remember him and a couple people, they came up to me and they were like, you want a Pokemon battle? And started like talking about my channel. And and at the time I was partnered. This is before the whole new ad apocalypse, all this stuff changed YouTube to where you had to meet a criteria in order to get partnered. So during this time in high school, I was partnered. I wasn't making a hell of a lot of money, but I was making a little bit. This is a little bit of money that I would, just let it build up and stuff. I wouldn't really touch it because it was like pocket change to me for real. Because I had an actual job and stuff like that, I wasn't just relying on making it on YouTube. No, I had an actual job. And I was telling them, I was just kind of laughing at them because I thought it was funny, because what they weren't understanding, which I explained to them, was the fact that you guys, you guys think you may be making fun of me by watching my videos and like making fun of me and stuff and quoting stuff that I said from the videos to making me sound more girlish or geeky or whatever. But just letting you know, every view counts, and just by you constantly clicking on the videos, making fun of me and stuff like that, I already told him I was partnered, so I'm making money off you guys just watching my videos. Let alone, I told him that the more views I get because of your help is the closer I get to making it bigger on YouTube and even getting sponsors and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I told him what you guys think you're doing is funny and stuff like that, but to me it's really funny because you're helping me succeed more, so I applaud them for that. And I told him thank you, and I told him I told him, that you guys are helping me out, but I also did tell him that if you don't like my videos, then just flat out don't watch them. But if you want to watch them and make fun of me, be my guest. You're just helping me out more. And that shut him up real quick, and they walked away, which is I was just explaining the truth. And I'm not saying this to be like, oh, blah, blah, blah. I'm just saying this because it's like, no matter, I will say this one little message, no matter who says what to you, no matter who tries to bring you down, follow your dreams. I am telling you, do it. I make music, and people are like, you can make fun of me for my music or whatever, but I do it because I like to do it. I like to do stuff regardless of what people say, because if I constantly let people talk me down and tell me not to do this or not follow my dreams, then I just would be living a boring life, a boring, unfulfilled life without any fun. And I want to have fun while I'm on Earth. Like, it's stupid that people let others talk them out of stuff. If you want to be a YouTuber, be a YouTuber. If you want to make music, make music. Do what you want to do. Don't let anybody stop you. And I mean that in the best way possible. Follow your dreams, because you never know in the future where it's going to take you. You never know. Like all these YouTubers that you see out here that have been grinding for years, have millions of subscribers, a lot of them, if you watch some of their videos, I guarantee you, if not a good percentage, all of them will tell you that people have tried to talk them out of doing that for years. People told them they wouldn't make it. Some people legit quit their jobs for this, regardless if it was full-time or it was full-time with benefits or even part-time. Don't let people stop you from doing what you want to do. Because if I would have let people in high school, middle school talk me out of YouTube, if I would have let people talk me out of stop making music, if I would have listened to people and told them, oh yeah, maybe they're right, maybe anime and video games and all this stuff is for kids, then I would just be living the life and being someone I'm not. And I'd be damned if I'm gonna let that happen to me. Alrighty guys, thank you for watching the video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. I already know I said this a little minute ago, but I got sidetracked. Don't forget to like the video if you enjoyed. Don't forget to turn on post notifications. You can turn on, or you can click the all button. That way you get notified whenever I upload a video, period. Or you can do personalized. That way you know every other time I upload. Don't forget to subscribe over to Afro Geek plus Ultra Nappy. I put content out there as often as I can, whenever I'm not feeling sick or whatever. Don't forget to check me out on Instagram, link in the description below.